Good morning students. I welcome you all to today's class. In this class I am going to discuss with you about gametophyte and sexual reproduction in case of the xylotum. After the sporophytic generation, the spore starts to germinate and produces the next generation called as the gametophytic generation. During gametophytic generation, the plant body is appear like underground in nature, that is subterranean. It is cylindrical in shape, branched, non-chlorophyllous, that is it is not involved in photosynthesis, sporophytic in nature. The gametophyte is made up of parenchyma cells. Entire gametophytic plant body is made up of parenchyma cell, and within the parenchyma cell mycorrhizal hyphae is present that exhibits the endophytic condition, that is mycorrhizal hyphae is present inside the parenchyma cell, and that condition is called as the endophytic in nature. Some of the growing regions also exhibits the meristematic cells. Sex organs are also present which are irregularly distributed on the surface of the gametophyte. Gametophyte bears the rhizoids on the outer surface which helps in anchorage and absorption. It acts like the roots. This is the structure of gametophyte. You can observe the meristematic cells which helps in growing, and it also bears the rhizoids which helps for fixation and absorption. The two sex organs, antheridium which is the male sex organ, archegonia which is the female sex organ, is irregularly distributed on the surface of the gametophyte is observed in this picture. And also the mycorrhizal fungus which interact the parenchyma cells are also seen in this pictorial, and the entire gametophyte is made up of the special cells called as the parenchyma cells. Let us move towards the reproduction. Sexual method is the main method of reproduction in the gametophytic generation. The male sex organ is called as the antheridium and the female sex organ is called as the archegonium. Xylotum exhibits the monoecious condition, that is both antheridium and archegonia are produced on the same gametophyte. These sex organs are irregularly distributed on the surface of the gametophyte. Sexual method of reproduction is the main method of reproduction in the gametophytic generation. It produces the two sex organ. The male sex organ is called as the antheridium and the female sex organ is called as the archegonium. It exhibits the monoecious in nature, that is both are present on the same gametophyte. These sex organs are irregularly distributed on the surface of the gametophyte. Let us discuss in detail. Antheridium. Antheridium is the male sex organ. It is almost spherical shaped structure. It is having an outer covering of single layer called as the jacket layer, which consists of 10 to 12 cells. One of the cell is the operculous cell which helps in opening of antheridium. Antheridium is made up of androcyte cells which undergo division resulted in the formation of anthrozoids at maturity. Each anthrozoids is spirally coiled multiflagellated structure. Antheridium is the male sex organ. It is almost a spherical shaped structure. It is having an outer covering of 10 to 12 cells which is called as the jacket layer. It is the single layer structure. One of the cell behaves as an opening and that is called as the opercular cell. Entire antheridium is made up of special type of cells called as the androcytes which undergo the continuous division and resulted in the formation of spirally coiled multiflagellated structure called as the anthrozoids at maturity. Let us move towards the female reproductive structure, that is the archegonium. Archegonium is the female sex organ which appear like flask shaped structure. It is differentiated into two regions, that is upper narrow neck and lower slightly swollen venter. Neck encloses two neck canal cell, venter encloses venter canal cell and one egg cell. Egg is the female gamete. Archegonium is the female sex organ. It is flask shaped structure which is differentiated into two parts. One is the neck and another one is the venter. Neck encloses two neck canal cell and venter encloses one venter canal cell and one egg cell. Egg is the female gamete. Let us move towards the fertilization. Prior to fertilization, all the canal cells of Archegonium, that is neck canal cell, venter canal cell, disorganizes and resulted in the formation of mucilaginous substance which attracts the sperms. As a result, anthrozoids move towards the Archegonium. Some anthrozoids enter the archegonium through the neck. One of the anthrozoids unites with the egg, resulted in the formation of diploid structure called as the zygote. Zygote is the product of fertilization and it is the first cell of the sporophyte. Fertilization in case of the xylotum. Prior to the fertilization, in the female reproductive structure archegonium, the neck canal cell and venter canal cell starts to disorganizes and it resulted in the formation of a mucilaginous substance which always attracts the sperm towards to itself. As a result, anthrozoids move towards the archegonium and some of the anthrozoids also enters through the archegonium through the neck. One of the anthrozoids go and unites with the egg, resulted in the formation of the zygote. Zygote is the product of fertilization and it is considered as the first cell of the sporophytic generation. Let us move towards the embryogeny. During embryogeny, this zygote divides by two walls through the transverse wall formation, forming an upper epibasal cell and lower hypobasal cell. Hypobasal cell give rise to the foot. Epibasal cell give rise to the formation of embryo. Such type of development is called as the exoscopic development. Here, in case of the xylotum, embryogeny takes place where zygote develops into an embryo. That process is called as the embryogeny. Genesis of embryo, that is called as the embryogeny, where zygote undergo the division and resulted in the formation of an embryo. The first division is the formation of the transverse wall, which resulted in the formation of two cells. Upper cell is called as the epibasal cell and lower cell is called as the hypobasal cell. Hypobasal cell is involved in the formation of the foot. Epibasal cell is involved in the formation of the embryo. Such type of development is called as the exoscopic development, which is seen in case of the xylotum. Let us move towards the phylogeny. The group Xylotales is considered to be most primitive, hence xylotum is primitive among the extinct pteridophytes. What are the primitive characteristics of xylotum? Means which are as follows. That is, it is the rootless and leafless sporophyte. It shows the dichotomous branching. Protostele condition is present. Colline sporangium is seen. That is, rootless and leafless sporophytic plant body. It shows dichotomous branching. It exhibits protostelic condition and the sporangium is developed from the colline. So these are the few characters which shows the primitive nature in case of the xylotum. Let us ends with life cycle of xylotum. We discuss the entire xylotum. Starts with the sporophytic generation. The plant body is called as the sporophytic plant body, which is shows two region. One is the rhizoids and another one is the upper plant body, and it is dichotomously branched, and this aerial plant body shows the foliar leaf appendages, and this foliar leaf appendages bears the synangium, which is the reproductive structure. Synangium is the fusion of three sporangium. Within the synangium, the spores are produced. Here, homosporic condition is seen. These spores starts to germinate and they give rise to subterranean, irregularly branched and cylindrical non-chlorophyllous sporophytic structure called as the gametophytic plant body, on which the sex organs are irregularly distributed. They bears the special structure called as the rhizoids, which helps for fixation and absorption. This gametophytic plant body, when it attains the maturity, it starts to reproduce by sexual method by producing the two sex organ. The male sex organ is called as the antheridium, which is spherical shaped structure, and the female sex organ, which is flask shaped structure called as the archegonium. Within the antheridium, anthrozoids are produced, and within the archegonium egg is produced. The fusion of anthrozoids or sperm with the egg resulted in the formation of the zygote. This zygote undergo the continuous division and resulted in the formation of the embryo. Here the epibasal cell is involved in the formation of embryo, and that condition is called as the exoscopic condition, and this embryo later develops into the sporophytic generation. This is the life cycle of the xylotem. Thank you.